You are listening to Anything Goes Nighttime Radio Show. Please like and subscribe.
We were talking about the old times. We went walking down the streets we used to run. Remember
We stumble and twirl, there's heaven in here. We stumble and fall, uncertain we fall. There's flesh on flesh, but there's heaven, heaven in here. Heaven's in here, among the twilight and the stars, like a rocket to Mars. Heaven's in here, you dance to my tongue. The dance of the sky, with the twilight and
Well, I've said it before, and I say it again. You're out of your head. 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 Bring it all, I'm against the wall. But if you think I'll take it lying down, you're out of your head. You're out of your head. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You're out of your head. 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 You know you're out of your head. 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 You know you're out of your She was only 17 and was every young boy's dream, the blue-eyed beauty queen of the day. Broke some hearts, including mine, but everyone knew she was just that kind. Seems like all her dreams were spent on the boys that came and went, but the promises were all they left behind. She was good when she was mine, but everyone knew she was just that kind. Yeah, they say they're gonna take her out to Hollywood, gonna make her like a movie star, maybe put her in a picture show. Took her chance, she paid her dime, and maybe I loved her 'cause she was that kind. She was gone by 21, when most lives had just begun. There was so much left undone along the way. She took her chance, she paid her dime. Oh, you gotta be strong to be that kind. there they said, we're gonna take you out to Hollywood. We're gonna make you like a movie star. We're gonna put you in a picture show. Wasted life, a waste of time. But I couldn't have loved her if she wasn't that kind. No, I couldn't have loved her if she wasn't that kind.
reaching over life to life, feeling sugared skin. My poor baby kissed him so, too ashamed to lift his chin. Voice is speaking, he's the prophet, blinded by the light. A heart is breaking, I can hear it, dropped when gone beyond my sight. Hey there, mister, talk too much. What's in store for us now? I don't know how to you. I don't know how to trust you. I don't know how to live for you. I don't know how to love you. Now, the gentleman who fell before the cause. Your closeness, like a shotgun, chill within my soul. I touch your finger, know your darkness, your passion takes its toll. Can't see that this talk is cheap. Let the suffering go. I don't know how. I don't know how to trust you. I don't know how to live for you. I don't know how to love you.
this darkness. You are my pride, my knight in shining armor, this armor of every tide that swept the beaches clean of starfish, a death wish to my kind. Helpless, heedless, selfish, needless to say, it's no surprise. You're with me most every night. You're with me most every night. Disguise, a sleeping kiss and my demon twin lays dreaming by my side, screaming, grinning, beating pinion wings against the skies. I sail with you most every night. I know the truth, the secrets of the soul. But no one listens, no one hears. I've seen the light, the poet's bright and distant mirror. They are searching there, I have seen them there, and they are searching there, for I have traveled there. Searching there for a
Pastel shades the hour when evening climbs the sky and burns a golden highway to the west, and the distant city sounds caress the trembling leaves to die among the far horizon shores. Then the song of evening comes in gentle harmony, lingers till the closing of the day. Just a song of evening flows on like some tumbling river, and like a river flows away. I look beyond the windows where twisted shadows play, and trees are bare below stars. The stranger hurries through the cold, his collar round his ears, dreaming words of comfort and a fire. Then the song of evening comes in gentle harmony, lingers till the closing of the day. Just a song of evening flows on like some tumbling river, and like a river flows away.
Always playing gigs somewhere in the sky, where the moon, the stars shine bright, where the sun is shining in the night. I am in disgrace, yet I see your smiling face, and I hope you let me share your place.
through space 2,000 years ago. I've seen the giant city of Atlantis sinking into eternal wave of darkness. Sitting alone in the sun, darkness everywhere, nothing. Symbol, strange symbol, melancholy, painted tower colors on the sky green. Candle green, one and only. Far away, chill, bleed, guns. Drift the galley, goes like shadow. Sails rig to catch and kill time. Echoes one down endless meadow.
of narcotics and the evils of sex and the wages of sin, while it mentally fondles his next of kin. Cause my mind is wandered from the flock you see, and the flock has wandered away from me, and he waved his hypnotizing finger at me. Let's imitate reality, insanity. Let's strive for mediocrity, insanity. Let's make believe we're all the same. Now that's for me. Let's sanitize our little brains, insanity. I'd love to take you home with me and tuck you into bed. I'd love to see what makes you tick inside your pretty head. I'd love to hear you laugh tonight. I'd love to hear you weep. I'd love to listen to you while you're screaming in your sleep. Christian sons, Christian daughters, lead me along like lamb to the slaughter. Purify my brain, hose down my soul. White perfection, perfection is my goal. Do you think you're better than me? Do you wanna kill me or befriend me? Christian nation, make us alright. Put us to the filter and make us pure and white. Cause my mind has wandered from the flock you see, and the flock has wandered away from me. And let's talk of family values while we sit and watch the slaughter. Hypothetical abortions on imaginary daughters. The white folks think they're at the top, ask any proud white male. A million years of evolution, we get Danny Quayle. Insanity, let's make believe we're all the same. Now that's for me. Let's sanitize our little brains. Insanity, I'd love to take you home with me. I'd love to tuck you in. I wish I could protect you from the wages of our sin. I'd love to hear you scream tonight. I'd love to hear you cry. Protect you from the madness that is raining from the sky.
But if God's dead, we must have done something wrong. This dark facade ends. We're independent from someone. This wreckage I call me would like to frame your voice. This wreckage I call me would like to meet you soon. We write suggestions, suggesting fade into silence, and that must please you. My mirror's tarnished with no help. This wreckage I call me would like to frame your voice. This wreckage I call me would like to meet you soon.
a test tube in the icebox in the factory of birth. My name is 905 and I've just become alive. I'm the newest populator of the planet we call Earth. Suspended animation, my childhood passed me by. If I speak without emotion, then you know the reason why. Knowledge of the universe is fed into my mind. As my
towards a conclusion. A crimson cascade, the blood on the bowl, and the mind that you're in is walking the world. Would you feel like you're walking water? Face up to the facts, face up to the truth, face up to reality. You're just being used. There's a spark in your eye. When she calls, you'll explode. And she's blaming it all on cross wires. When the clocks move sideways, when the clocks move sideways, for many days. Fix a stare at the wall, avoiding the accusations that lurk in the mirror, trying to catch my attention. Reflects on the fact that your life is such a mess. Whose fault is that anyway? The shutters are closed. Did you lock all the doors? All the alarms, shoot all the knives, unlock the guns, throw out the pills. Did you remember to switch off the TV? Don't answer the phone. Provide the impression there's nobody home. towards a conclusion. Should all acquaintance be forgot for all plans, for all plans?
Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this cat named Bill, he didn't have a dollar. He was Harvard material, Ivy League scholar. Had a PhD, had an MBA. But now he's waiting tables cause it's rent to pay. Companies downsizing, inflation's rising. Can't find a job, he's feeling kinda stressed. Doesn't even feel the effects when he says, forgot to count how many times they've been blessed. So he falls off track, starts smoking the crack. And once it hits his brain, starts to chain react. Tells the shirt off his back, shoes off his feet. He's losing all his teeth, now he's out in the street. And all of a sudden it's like Jesse James trying to stick up kids for their watches and chains. But he's from business school and is nervous with the tools. So he ends up on his back in a bloody pool for the ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. And sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. I knew this chick named Sally. She had a nice strut, and everywhere that I went, she was up in the cut, swinging that butt like glacier at here. Only rap the men's that rock the fly gear. Brand name wearing, champagne waving, jewels around the neck, lifestyle she's craving. Ain't no saving, she's doing all spending. If you do the lending, she'll do the bending. Straight machine bending, it's money for tail. Shopping sprees, get her on her knees. And if you hit her with the keys to your crib, you acting funny. Come home one day, find her counting out your money. From the wetlands all the way to the Apollo. If you're broke, she's spitting. If you're rich, she might swallow for the ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. Made a lot of noise, making money on the block, and kids was on their job. They was tougher than leather, like Reverend Ron and DMC. They was toting guns, holding weight, going out of state, stacking mad chips and pushing fat whips. Fly jewels and clothes and got no job, and then one disappeared and one got robbed for the ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends. So before we go any further, I want my ends. Ends. Some people will rob their mother for the ends. Rats snitch on one another for the ends. Sometimes kids get murdered for the ends.
might write a poem. I could think of the words to try. What is there to remember? Winter was December. Just one more year left behind. She never looked around to see me. She never looked around at all. All I saw was shadows on the wall. She never looked around to see me. She never looked around at all. All I heard was snow that had to fall. She left in the morning. Quietly, that was her way. And on returning, I find I have nothing to say. What is there to remember? The winter was December. Just one more year left behind. She never looked around to see me. She never looked around at all. All I saw was shadows on the wall. She never looked around to see me. She never looked around at all. All I heard was snow that had to fall.
I got a 69 Chevy with a 396, fuely heads and a hearse on the floor. She's waiting tonight down in the parking lot outside the 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner, son, he built her straight out of scratch, and he rides with me from town to town. We only run for the money, got no strings attached. We shut 'em up and then we shut 'em down. Tonight, tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em off in my first heat. Summer's here and the time is right for racing in the street. We take all the action we can meet, and we cover all of Northeast State. When the strip shuts down, we run 'em in the street, from the fire roads to the interstate. Now some guys, they just give up living and start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and wash up and go racing in the street. Tonight, tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em all out of their seats. We're calling out around the world. We're going racing in the street. I met her on the strip 3 years ago in a Camaro with this dude from LA. I blew that Camaro off my back and drove that little girl away. But now there's wrinkles round my baby's eyes, and she cries herself to sleep at night. When I come home, the house is dark. She sighs, baby, did you make it alright? She sits on the porch of her daddy's house, but all her pretty dreams are torn. She stares off alone into the night with the eyes of one who waits for just being born. For all the shut down strangers and hot rod angels rumbling through this promised land. Tonight my baby and me, we're gonna ride to the sea and wash these sins off our hands. Tonight, tonight, the highway's bright. Out of our way, mister, you best keep. 'Cause summer's here and the time is right for racing in the street.
Mama, mama, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Every day I wanna fly my kite, and every day I wanna fly my kite, and every day I wanna get on my camel and ride. Ooh, yeah. Every day I wanna shake your hand, for in the world making me a better man. And every day I wanna get on my camel and ride. Ooh, baby. And when the day is through, nothing to do, I just sit around grooving with you. And I sing of love, having you around. And I sing of love, having you around. Yeah. Every day I wanna be your friend, 'cause you have stuck with me through thick and thin. And every day I wanna smile in your lovely brown eyes. Oh, yeah. Every day I'm gonna get my share, 'cause I know you're gonna take me there. And every day I wanna get on my camel and ride. Ooh. And when the day is done, nothing to do, spend all my time just loving you. And I sing of love, having you around, baby. And I sing of love, ooh, having you around. Yeah, 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 yeah. God. And in the end, I know you'll be with me, 'cause you made my soul so free. And every day I wanna get on my camel and ride. Yeah. And when the day is through, nothing to do, spend all my time just loving you. And I sing of love, yeah, having you around. And I sing of love, having you around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sing of love, having you around. And I sing of love. Can't you hear the people? Can't you hear the people? Oh no. Can't you hear me say? Can't you hear me say, baby? And I said, oh, baby, 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 baby.